Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. In this video, you are going to learn how to send question papers to students on scheduled exam dates automatically. So guys, let us see what is happening here. So you have the data of your students in Google Sheets, and according to that data, you are going to share question papers which you have in Google Drive. Now let's talk about the applications we are using. Google Sheets is an online spreadsheet program on which you can create spreadsheets and maintain your data. And Google Drive is an online cloud-based storage on which you can upload your files, save them and access those files from any device and location. Now, suppose that you are running a school or any coaching institute and you want to conduct online exams of your students. So you want that on a scheduled future exam date, all your students receives the question papers at the same time on an exact date. So to do that, you have created a Google Sheet in which you have filled the data of your students and the contact details of your students. And you have created the question papers and saved it here on Google Drive. Now you want on a scheduled exam dates, your students receive the question paper. So to do that, you have two ways. One is to manually sort out the data of your students from Google Sheets, their contact details, and then manually compile an email for them and attach the file that you have in Google Drive and send it to them. So guys, this process can be very problematic, tiresome, and prone to mistakes. So we have a better way for you. What if I tell you that according to that the data of students you have in Google Sheet, on a scheduled exam date and time, the question paper you have in Google Drive get automatically delivered to your students. Yes guys, this can happen and this can be done by connecting Google Sheets with Google Drive. But the issue is there is no direct connection or integration present between Google Sheets and Google Drive. So to connect these two applications, I am using a software called as Pabbly Connect. So guys, Pabbly Connect is an integration and automation software, and the best part of it is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge to make this connection between Google Sheets and Google Drive. So guys, let me give you a demo on my screen of how this connection between Google Sheets and Google Drive is going to work in real time. So guys, this is the Google Sheet that I have created, and I have filled the details of my students here. Like this, we have the roll number and the email IDs of my student. And this is the Google Drive in which I have created this mathematics paper and saved it here like this. Alright, and this is the email ID, email account of one of my student. You can see Gary Monroe, this is the email ID. So we have opened this email ID and I have scheduled the delivery of exam paper at today's date only. And in just few minutes from now, we will see if we receive any email from our side which have this question paper here in this email inbox of my student or not. So let's wait for a few minutes and see if we receive the email. So guys, now you can see we have received this email. Let's see what is in the email. So when I open this email, it has this file attached, and this is the same file that I wanted to send to my student, the maths paper class 2 file. So this is the same question paper which we have in Google Drive. So this is the question paper and this is shared with our student automatically. Now you guys are wondering how I managed to bring this email automatically here at scheduled exam date and time without any manual compilation of any mail. Alright, so guys, let me give you the quickest and easiest steps by which you can also make this connection and integration between Google Sheets and the email of your students with the help of and send mails through Google Drive. Alright. So guys, these are the 3 easy steps by which you can also make this integration or connection between Google Sheets and Google Drive. So step 1 is schedule the date and time on which you want to send the question papers in Pabbly Connect. So in step 1, we are going to open Pabbly Connect and schedule the date and time on which we want to send the question papers. Step 2 is collect the information of students from Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. So in second step, we'll gather the information and from our Google Sheet and bring it here in Pabbly Connect. And step 3 is share the question paper from Google Drive to students through Pabbly Connect. So in the third and the last step, we'll send the question paper to our students through Google Drive with the help of Pabbly Connect. Alright, so let's switch to our step 1 and open Pabbly Connect. So guys, first of all, you have to open your browser and type PABBLY, that is pabbly.com. So this is the landing page of Pabbly. From here, come to this products and click on connect. Alright, now you can set up your free Pabbly account in just 2 minutes by clicking here on sign up free button, which I have already done, so I'm clicking on sign in directly. So this is the all apps section of Pabbly. From here you have to come to this connect panel and click on access now. So this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Alright, to start working here, you have to create workflow. So to create a workflow, you have to click on this create workflow button on the top right corner like this. And then it will ask for a name of your workflow. So you can give it any relevant name. I am giving it as Google Sheets to Google Drive. Alright, now I'm clicking on create. So as your workflow get created, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So Pabbly Connect work on these two things. The trigger says when this happens, action says Pabbly Connect do this. So as in our use case, the trigger would be a new information or the information of date of students in Google Sheets, and according to that contact details, the action would be a new email sent from Google Drive. Alright, so first of all, click here on the trigger option, and from the choose app you have to choose scheduler by Pabbly. So this is schedule by Pabbly. Alright, now it is asking how often you want to run your workflow. So we want to send question papers once only, so you have to select once. After this, it will ask for the date and time on which you want to send the question paper. So you just have to click on here and this calendar will open up, and you can set the dates and all other on which you want to send the question papers. So I'm selecting the date as, let's say, 18th of September, and I want to send the question paper at let's say 9 a.m. Alright, now one thing is important here, you have to insert the time in UTC format. So UTC format is universally converted time format, and which lags 5 hours and 30 minutes from Indian Standard Time format. So whatever the time you put here, it should be in UTC format. So if you want to put 9 a.m., you have to minus 5 hours and 30 minutes from this time to actually put the time in UTC format. So now I have put the time in UTC, which is 3:30, which is 9 a.m. in IST. Alright, so you can take the help of online UTC, IST to UTC time converters. So it will help you. After this, click on save here. And then you have to click on this action button. And now you have to choose the application as Google Sheets. Alright, now it will ask for the action event. So in the action event, you have to select get rows. After this connect button will appear. So click on connect. And from here, you have to select add new connection. And then click on connect with Google Sheets. Alright, after this window will open up and it will ask for the email ID by which you have created that Google Sheet. So select that email ID from here. And then it will ask for a few access, which is completely safe. So just click on continue. So now it is showing connected. That means we are connected with our Google Sheets. After this, these fields will open up and the first field is select spreadsheet. So here you have to select the spreadsheet that you have created for this purpose. So the spreadsheet that I have created is this question paper sheet. Alright, the name of our sheet is question paper and here we have the data of our students. Alright, so in the Pabbly Connect, when you click here, you will find this list. So this is the list of all the sheets that I have created previously for different purposes. You can see. So I can show you this also. So guys, you can see these are the sheets I have in my Google Sheets account. So in Pabbly Connect, when you click here in this select spreadsheet option, you will find all those sheets, the list of all those sheets. So for now, I am going to select this question paper sheet. So you can find this sheet here by typing like this. So you can see the question papers is showing. So select this sheet. After this, it will ask for the sheet name. So the sheet name is class 2. So just put class 2. It is already captured here. Class 2 like this. And then it will ask for the range of data you have in sheet. So to get the range, you have to go to your Google Sheet. Then leave this first row. Select the data from here like this. Select the data that you have in your sheet like this and go to this name box and copy this range. This is the range. Copy this like this and paste it here in the range. So this is the way to put the range when you have static data like this. So this is the student's data which is static, which is not going to change. But if you have any kind of sheet in which you keep updating the data, you have to put the range like this. So I can show you this also. When you have Google Sheet which have the dynamic data or you keep updating that sheet, just select this first row, second row like this and copy this range like this and paste up to this and backspace once like this. All right. So A to C. This is the way in which we put the range for the sheets in which we keep updating the data. So why we have put A2 to C? This means we have the data from A column second row to C column, but we do not provide the end point of our rows. So we do not provide, we have row up to C2 or C3 or C4 or C5. So we do not provide the endpoint. So when you keep updating the rows, the data will directly send to Pabbly Connect here. All right. For now, I am giving the data as C5 only, up to C5. And now what you have to do, now it is time to implement our second step. So first of all, let me show you this step. So our second step is collect the information of students from Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. So now we are going to bring the information from Google Sheets to here in Pabbly Connect. Let's do this. So in Pabbly Connect, you have to click here on save and send test request and our data from Google Sheet will be captured here in Pabbly Connect. And before this, remember this, to toggle this switch off, to toggle this simple response button to off. Why I'm doing this, I'll tell you. And then I'm clicking on save and send test request. So you can see this type of data is captured. So we got the data in this response result field and we have this data of our students in this array of data format. So this is called array of data format and we got this type of data because we have toggled this simple response button to off. All right. So after this, why we have done this? Because now I'm going to click here on this plus button and introduce another function by Pabbly which is called iterator. So this is iterator by Pabbly and now it is asking for choose array. So we are going to select this array of data, the response result array, this array. So when you click here, you will find this Google Sheet get rows and the response result array. So select this and click on save and send test request. And now you can see that our data that we have in this format gets segregated like this, and it is showing the data of first row or one row only. So this is the function of iterator. It segregates the data in row format, row by row, and it makes sure that our workflow will run up to the end of the row, in our Google Sheet in which we have the data in the last row. So it will ensure the working of workflow until it reach the last row of data in our Google Sheet. Alright, so that's why we have applied this. Now it is time for our next step. Let me show you what is our next step. So our third and the last step is share the question paper from Google Drive to students through Pabbly Connect. So now we are going to connect our Google Drive and send the question paper. Let's do this. So now in Pabbly Connect you have to click on this plus button, and then from the choose app you have to choose your application as Google Drive. So this is Google Drive, and in the action event you have to select share a file. This is share a file option. After this, click on this connect button, and from here select this add new connection, and then click on connect with Google Drive. So now it will ask for the email ID by which you have access to that drive. So select that email ID. After this, it will ask for some accesses. So just provide it by clicking on continue. And the authorization is successful and it is showing connected. That means we are connected with our Google Drive. Now these fields will open up and it is asking for the file ID. So when you click here, you will see a list again. So this is the list of the files and things that I have in my Google Drive. I can show you that also. So this is my Google Drive, and here you can see I have this type of folders, and these are the files that I have in my Google Drive already saved. So I have many files, as you can see, and when you click here in the Pabbly Connect's file ID option, you will find all the files that I have in Google Drive. And the question paper that we are going to send to our students is also here in my Google Drive. I can show you. This is the paper. So this is the question paper. Maths paper class 2 is the name of this file. So you can find this file here. You can see this, it is showing right here. So just select this file and then enter the email of your student. So when you click here, you will find this iterator by Pabbly option. And when you click here, you will find the data of your student in this format, which we have already segregated by iterator. Alright, so click here and you will find the email ID of your student. So just map it like this. And you can put the role that your student can view or edit or comment on your question paper. So we want our student to view the question paper only. So select this can view. And then when you click here on save and send test request, this file will be sent as an email to our students. So click on this. And you can see it is showing this type of response, user, reader. And let's see if this email ID that we have put here, that we have mapped here, receives any mail or not. So you can see it just received a new mail, and when I open this, it has the same file attached. You can see maths paper class 2, which we want to send to our student. Alright, that means our connection is working properly. So this is how it is going to work. So let me give you a quick recap what we have done here. So first of all, in the trigger option, we applied the scheduler and scheduled the exam date and time on which we want to send the question paper. After this, we have applied the Google Sheet in the action button and connected our Google Sheet in which we have the data of our student. Then we captured the data of our student like this. Then we applied the iterator to segregate the data row by row. And then we connected our Google Drive and selected it, the action event as share a file. Then mapped the file ID, the email of our student. And when I click on save and send, we have checked that the connection is working properly. So guys, this is it for today's video. If you want any other type of integration, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries and discuss it from this forum and check the pricing of this software from this link. And guys, as we did today, you can make many different type of integrations using many different softwares by Pabbly Connect and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. So guys, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.